Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're all doing well and having a really great day. In this video, I just received a new Goldshell mini miner, and I believe this is called the SC-Box. And I believe SC stands for Siacoin, and that's a coin I've never mined before, just letting you guys know. And there are other Goldshell little tiny ASIC miners which you guys have seen before, like there's the mini Doge, and this is the STC-Box for Starcoin, and now there's one for Siacoin, a little tiny one, exact same size by the looks of it compared to the other mini ASIC miners here from Goldshell. This is pretty interesting. Oh, I can hear a little bit of movement inside, so hopefully this survived shipping. If not, I guess, we're going to turn this on. And thank you to Goldshell and Crypto Miner Bros. They emailed me 2 weeks ago, said that they were shipping one of these to me for review. And so, yeah, we're going to review this today. And also, I'm going to do a 24-hour run on this, and we'll see how much Siacoin we have mined on this little guy, which it does come with a power supply. And you guys know I had an issue with these power supplies back with the other mini Doges before, which burned. Not sure if you guys can see that on the video, but it is burned on the connector there, and I was having intermittent issues with actually both Goldshells. I have two of these power supplies that I stopped using, and I started using a HP server PSU and a breakout board from Parallel Miner, and they haven't crashed since. And so in this video, I will not be using the supplied power supply from Goldshell, as I know what will happen. And so we're gonna be powering this guy on a HP server PSU. I already have another cable ready. So Goldshell says that this does about 900 gigahash at 200 watts. So we're gonna see exactly how much at the wall this thing will take. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and plug it in. Actually, we're gonna plug in the network cable first, and let me put down my camera. You guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. Network cable in, and we are going to plug in the PCIe coming out of the breakout board right here. All right, and it just turned on. And it looks like this one does not have Wi-Fi, so that is not an option. Usually there's a Wi-Fi, just like on the STC box. There is a Wi-Fi option here, but I have the Ethernet plugged in. So there we go. It's gonna turn on. I have to go into the computer, go to like my router or advanced IP scanner to get the IP address and configure this. So let's do that right now. Okay, we are on the web interface, the web GUI of the Goldshell SC-Box. And right away, it says mining status. Oops, miner pool is not ready yet. So that's good, it's not mining right away. And we're gonna have to apply our own mining pool and whatnot. And first thing I also checked for is the firmware version on this Goldshell SC-Box, which is 2.2.0. And I just went on the Goldshell GitHub for their firmwares, and they just updated. As of 11 days ago, there is an update version 2.2.1 for their Goldshell SC-Box on here, 2.2.1. So looks like we're one version behind, and so I will update that later. So anyways, we have to unlock it and put in our pool, and looks like the password for this, it even says here, the initial password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we can hit unlock. And we are unlocked. Now we just go to miner and we can update our pool settings, and looks like they do have a custom pool here already. So I'm gonna go ahead and add, and we're gonna add our own pool here. So let me get in that info and we'll do it right now. Okay, and so that was easy. I was able to just click on F2 pool and it auto-populated the URL. I simply added my Siacoin wallet address, and I got a wallet from wallet.siacentral.com. It's just a web wallet. They do have a Windows wallet and stuff as well, but decided to just use the simple web wallet. And there is the password. I just put 123, and we're gonna hit apply. So I'm gonna remove the old one. That's the initial one that was there. Press OK. Okay, so it should be going now, theoretically. And we're going to give it a few seconds here. Oh, it looks like it's already Actually, I can hear it starting to mine right now. So if we go to the wall, what I am interested in seeing the exact power consumption for this thing. So it should be theoretically 200 watts. And so we were at like 528 watts before. It looks like now we're at 750 watts. So I think this thing is taking realistically about 225 watts at the wall on a 900 watt power supply. Of course, I have these other Goldshell mini doges, 2 mini doges and 1 STC box, which takes only like 61 watts. These are like 233 watts roughly. So yeah, that's looks like it's definitely mining at full power. So I'm gonna say between 200 and 225 watts for the SC-Box. All right, guys, so it's mining successfully by the looks of it. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and we're gonna wait for 24 hours and see how much Siacoin we have mined. And I will talk about the profitability and if you guys should buy one of these SC boxes. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in a sec. So I'll see you guys on the computer. Oh yeah, gonna update the firmware. And that should be good. Yeah, that feels better. 2.21 now. All right, guys, it's been more than 24 hours because you can see here yesterday's revenue in terms of Siacoin, we mined about 133.95 Sia. But you can see here I've been paid 157. So there is about, I'd say, 24 Siacoin that I mined on the first day I turned it on. And since I'm doing it on F2 pool, there is actually a payout within that day. So that doesn't count. Okay. So we're going to count the 133.95 number here of how much I mined yesterday, a full 24-hour day, as you guys can see here. Okay. And you guys can see the RPM SC-Box here. It's online. Average 24-hour hash rate, 0.91 terahash, or 0.9, or 900 gigahash, pretty much. 910 gigahash, it says here, which is pretty cool. Rejected, 0.03. So, let me take this number here. I'm going to copy this. We're going to go to CoinGecko, and we are going to find where Siacoin is. And we're going to just put in the number of how much that is worth as of recording. Paste that into here. Coin price of Sia is 0.01, and right now that is worth about $1.44 as of recording. So that's not too bad. But also if we equate the electrical cost, which I think is about between 40 and 50 cents at 10 cent kilowatt hour for 200 watts, then realistically we've only made maybe $1 from mining on this little tiny Goldshell SC-Box Siacoin computer server. You guys can see the specs here. This is right on Goldshell's website, and it is not in stock, okay, from what I saw. So it looks like a lot of people bought this already. But just talking about, as well as, you know, Siacoin, this is something that I've never gotten into before. I don't know many people talking about Siacoin. And just looking at the current statistics of the network hash rate for Sia, you can see here they actually had a mining algorithm change back in November of 2018. I didn't even know that. I don't know the history of Siacoin, so whatever I say, take with a grain of salt. But you can see here that the network hash rate for Siacoin has started to pretty much keep going up since 2018, 2019 here. And looking at it now, it's definitely at 28 petahash. So I was just trying to research here of what other, you know, Blake 2B ASICs are there on the network for Sia. And so on ASIC miner value, there is only 4 different Siacoin ASICs here. And at 10 cents kilowatt hour, you can see that they're making negative $3 a day. Okay. On the, let's see here, Bitmain Antminer A3, 815 gigahash, 1200 watts. We got the Innosilicon S11 Sia Master, 4.3 terahash. That's a lot, but at 1350 watts. Okay. And then we got the StrongU STU U2, which came out in October 2018, 7 terahash, but 1600 watts. Okay. But at 10 cent kilowatt hour, it says negative 354 a day. And I can just confirm with you all that I did put 10 cent here on ASIC miner value. And so, yeah, these are not profitable, but the SC-Box is not by a huge margin, right? I'm making like $1 a day after electric on this thing. So interesting, right? Interesting. There is another ASIC miner I saw, which I didn't see it on ASIC miner value, but it's the Epic Blockchain SC200. All right. And I was looking at the specs of this 2.2 terahash or 2200 mega hash at 1300 watts in performance mode. Then they have 1.8 terahash at about 900 watts. So looking at the efficiency of this Epic blockchain one, it looks like they said they are back ordered until February 2022. The efficiency versus a Goldshell SC-Box, I can say that this Goldshell one at 900 gigahash, almost 1 terahash, is about, I would say, almost 3 or 4 times more efficient than the SC-Box here, SC2000, sorry. All right, so that's something I saw. And actually, the Epic blockchain, they have a little calculator here showing that a day, you know, it can make about $3, but after electric, it's you're only making about 4 cents a day on an SC2000. So I'm assuming this is at 14 cent kilowatt hour. So if I do 10 cent kilowatt hour, and looks like it crashed, so let me refresh this and let me change this to 10 cents, hit apply. All right, so it looks like that's broken, but obviously if you had a lower electrical cost, then you would probably make a little bit more on the SC2000. So interesting, guys, interesting. The Goldshell SC-Box seems to be the most efficient ASIC miner out there, comparing it to the other ones as well, assuming if you had expensive electric. But if you had free electric or pretty cheap electric, then these would still be decently profitable to an extent, right? Assuming the SIA network hash rate continues to rise, right, then profitability may go lower, but also that depends on the price of SIA, which looks like it did have some interesting price action last year, back in May and April, but we are back way down what it was in previous all-time high a year ago. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Let me know your thoughts of how much Siacoin I mined on this little guy, and yeah, let me know your thoughts about the Goldshell Siacoin box. I think it's an interesting prospect. It's a little tiny ASIC miner, only makes about $1 a day, but hey, if you are into Siacoin and you want to mine Sia for the long term, then I don't see it as a problem. But if you're in it for the profitability, the daily profits, then I just don't see it being a good buy for you long term, especially if you don't believe in Siacoin, right? So, all right, thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out. I really like this Siacoin, siastats.info. It shows the difficulty, block times, network hash rate for Siacoin. That's awesome. Awesome.